and sell for cooker. Okay? Meanwhile, we got Joe. Hello. Now let me tell you something. If it wasn't for this lady, I probably would never be here. Because we've been friends for a long time, we've been working together for a long time, and she brought me here. I was in Italy until yesterday, as you can see from the suntan. You know, sunbathing, and she said, "What the hell are you doing?" I said, "Listen, I've been here for 3 months of holidays." She said, "Get your ass here and let's do some cooking. So can I have a round of applause for Joe, please? Jamba is on the other side, he doesn't need a round of applause. They both have mics, so during the cooking demonstration, if there is a question you want to ask me, and you can pretty much ask me whatever you want. Alright, so there is no, you can ask me whatever you want. Culinary question, bedroom question, you just go for it. Alright? Just ask me whatever you want. What? Oh, there is children.
Why should middle name Sheffield?
Why would you want to bring children to one of my cooking demonstrations?
Why should middle name Sheffield?
My middle name is not Sheffield, no. And how old are you? 11. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, don't listen to everything I say. Would you, from time to time, put the hand on the ears. Now, cooking pasta. This is my. You should be here. Otherwise, they can't see you. That's it. There it is. No, seriously, stand up. You already stand up. Okay. Sorry?
I should not be carry on.
All right. I'm going to show you. Do you know how to make pasta? Don't say, "Oi, please, I need an audience that is alive. I don't need the dead people." Do you know how to make pasta?
Yes.
Do you know how to make proper plate of pasta? No, see, someone who says no. No. Now, many of you have restaurants, many of you have pubs, many of you have coffee bars, right? Many of you, anyone of you got a strip club or anything like that I should know? No? Boring? Okay. I'm going to show you how to make the pasta from scratch. So you have no excuses. If you use the right ingredients, it should be very, very easy. If you want to ask me a question, you put your hands up, and Jamba and Joe, on both sides, they're going to come to you and you can ask me whatever you want. Are we clear? Yes? Very good. Alright, so the first one I'm going to make is linguine with pesto. Now, you open the packet already? Very good. I usually always ask not to open the packet. Did you open the packet? Why?
You asked me to prepare everything ready open.
No, give me an open packet. Do you know how to open a packet of linguine when you are in the restaurant? Everybody can do that. Everybody can do that. I'm a man here, I don't have a woman, I would have showed you. I need a woman with a firm bum. And I'm going to show you how to do it. Come here.
What's your name?
Yeah, what's your name?
Mandy.
Mandy. Oh, Mandy. Can you kiss me? Stop me from shaking. Now, can you, this is a linguine. Can you do it with your mouth? Can you do that? Let's do it with the top. And you open and show that. Go on, try again. There you go, that's the way. That's the way my grandmother used to do it. That's the way my mom used to do it. We don't do on the table, we do on the hips. That's how we do it. Now, boiling water. Can we make that on faster, chef? Okay. Now, whenever we cook pasta, one of the secrets is to make sure that the water is always boiling. Right? If you cook pasta when water is simmering, it doesn't really work. Pasta needs bubbles to make sure that it doesn't stick. Should we put some olive oil to make sure it doesn't stick? Who says yes? Put your hands up. No. What's happening? If you put oil, the oil is going to stay on top. The pasta will stay on the bottom. So it's really a waste of money and a waste of time. So what you need to do, you need to make sure that the pasta is boiling. Then we got salt. Should we put salt in the water? How much salt do you think we should have put? A lot. A couple of pinches?
3.
3 pinches like that. 1. 2, 3, 4,
10.
10. It's 5 liters of water in here and it's 500 grams of pasta. Do you want to see how much salt we should put? Huh? One and a half tablespoon for 5 liters of water. That's how you cook 500 grams of pasta. I can see some of the faces of you. Shit, he's gonna try to kill everybody. Salt is bad for you. Salt is this, salt is that. Salt is bad for you if you add it later, or salt is bad for you if you don't have enough water. But for 5 liters of water, you need 1.5 tablespoons of salt. Otherwise, the pasta is going to be absolutely tasteless. Okay? So once we put in there, we get the linguine. You can use a large pot like this or a tall one. Make sure you got a lot of water. The linguine goes in there and give them the space to move around. Now, any questions? Go on, sir.
Sea salt.
What?
Sea salt.
Sea salt? Man, any salt you got is fine.
Sea salt.
Sea salt, table salt. I think sea salt will be. I think table salt will do the job. Yeah, if you want to be extravagant, sea salt is fine. Okay, now pesto. Many of you have this dish on the menu, and many of you will do this dish wrong. Okay, the reason is you treat pesto like a sauce. Pesto is not a sauce, pesto is a dressing. So there is one thing that you should never do whenever you make pasta with pesto is to use one of these. Okay, that is a no-no. Because if you put the pesto on the heat, you're going to completely burn all the flavor of the fresh basil, the pine kernels, the cheese, and then when it goes to the customer, it's dark, it's bitter. So you need to make sure that when you do pasta with pesto, is radiant, the color is there, and it should be very easy to make. Now, the first thing, use a good pesto. Good quality pesto will have Parmesan or pecorino cheese in it. We'll have the little pine kernels that you can see from the side. This is the one that Bucas has. Yeah, Chef Lad, very good one. Now, what you do whenever you use it, make sure that you always mix, okay, the pesto and the oil. Oil should always cover the pesto, by the way. Whenever you see a tub and you see oil on top, that's a good sign. Because if you don't cover the pesto with the oil, the pesto is going to start to go really bitter and really black. So make sure you put in there, and then you put into a bowl, like that. I put 2 tablespoons, you can put more if you want, but don't overdo it. Then we're going to put a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. Well, this one, alright. Extra virgin olive oil goes in there, like that. There is no need to put salt. I like to put, in the one that I'm doing in my restaurant, we put chickpeas, just to give you something a little bit different. In the region of Liguria, in Genoa, they will put runner beans or they put onion. I like to put chickpeas because it gives a little bit of texture. So I put a few chickpeas. I'm going to do a portion for one, yeah? Then you get your head around how to do it. Then, have we got a bit of black pepper, chef? Yeah. Then I'm going to pour a little bit of, oh, there you go. You have no question for me? Do you watch this morning?
Yeah. You do know that it's 30 years this morning, and in the local TV magazine I just bought, you're previewed of cooking naked.
All right. I will do that for the second recipe. Yes. You pervert. Is that your daughter?
That is.
Shameless. So you mix the chickpeas and the pesto together. Now, pecorino cheese. Do you know what pecorino is? Do you? Yes or no? You don't know what pecorino is? Well, in Italy we have 2 different cheeses. We have the Parmesan, which everybody will know, and then we have the pecorino cheese. The difference is the Parmesan is made with milk from the cow. The pecorino is made with sheep milk. Sheep milk. Alright? cheap, that kind of milk. Huh? In my restaurant, I only use pecorino. I don't use parmesan anymore. I think parmesan is boring. Everybody does parmesan. Pecorino is slightly salty, it's got more character. Just be careful the way you pronounce pecorino, because that is important. Yeah, for health and safety reason, pecorino is the cheese. If you say pecorina with an A at the end, in Italian means doggy style. I'm telling you for health and safety. You go to Italy, you ask for pecorina, you're gonna get it. So remember it's pecorino with an O, not with an A. When you do it, you put a little bit of pecorino in there, not too much, because then we're gonna put the rest on top. So you keep mixing. Remember it's a dressing, so you want to keep it in the bowl, you want to keep it away from the heat. Question time. Who's got a question?
If that's pesto, why are you adding
Jamba.
Sorry. What's your name?
pesto, Francis?
Francis.
If that's pesto, why are you adding all the other stuff?
You got Tom.
Just pesto.
There. What's that?
If that's pesto, why are you then adding the cheese and everything else to pesto, just pesto, no?
No, just to give an extra character at the end. I'll always put a little bit as I'm mixing. You don't have to do this stage, you can do straight away the final stage. The pecorino is already there, all the flavor is already there.
Just extra.
Yeah. Also I did it because I didn't have anything else to do. Did you just have to point it out? My fault in front of everybody. Shush. You don't need to put the pecorino cheese because obviously it's already there. There's always one, isn't it?
Can you also put chilies in there as well?
Sorry?
Can you also put pepperoncino in there?
Or chili?
Pepperoncino, sì.
In pesto?
In the pasta.
No. No.
To make it spicy.
You want to make a spicy pesto now?
No, I'm just asking
Listen,
a question.
You can.
Okay.
Of course, you can make pretty much everything spicy.
Thank you.
But the only problem with if you put spicy here, you're going to take away the freshness and the sweetness of what the pesto is. So I think a little bit of black pepper is okay. But if you want to make spicy, I'll show you a recipe later to make it spicy. Alright?
Thank you.
No problem. How do we want to cook pasta? Al dente. Very good. What does al dente mean?
Semi-hard.
Under the teeth.
Semi-hard.
Hard?
Semi-hard.
Semi-hard. Alright. Half cooked? Oh, come on. What does al dente mean?
You can feel in your teeth.
Of course not half cooked.
To the tooth.
How many gins have you had you with your heart up there? It's not half cooked. Alright, this is how al dente works. If the packet says to cook it for 10 minutes, you cook it 1 minute less than it says on the packet. So the packet says 15, you cook it for 14. Alright, so very, very simple. 1 minute less. And that's how you're going to get the al dente bite. How do we check when the pasta is cooked? What do you do?
Throw it at the ceiling. Throw it at the ceiling.
You throw it at the ceiling.
Yeah.
And never come back.
And if it doesn't come down, it's cooked.
And if it sticks, it's cooked. So in your restaurants, you flicking pasta all over the place. Health and safety at its best. So once again, let me get this right. So you get the pasta. I'm just going to try your method.
Just one piece. Just one
So
piece.
you get the pasta, you're going to roll. Huh? It's not cooked. So you keep flicking this pasta, and nothing is going to be left in the pot. And in the rest, you're going to have pasta everywhere. Madam, that's not the way to do it. Do you want to know how to know when the pasta is cooked? Come here. I'll show you. Come. Come. Pasta, you need to make sure it's got a good bite. Okay? And there is only... Is that gentleman there your husband?
Yeah.
Really?
What's the name?
Teresa.
Will this be able to hold me? Would it? Let's go for it. You try the pasta. No, I'll show you. Huh? Nobody's ever complained that it was hard. It's not cooked yet. It's not cooked yet.
You come back again.
You know why I do that? Because I can. Then look, you're smiling, you're happy, everybody. I can. That's why I do it. Now, when we drain pasta, of course you would put the pasta in the drain if you're in the restaurant. I'm just going to pick it up for a show here. I always like to use a little bit of the cooking water whenever I make pesto, okay? Because then you fold the pasta better. Let me get a plate, please. Thank you. Alright, so the way to do it is very simple. You pick up the pasta with a little bit of water, go straight in there, and remember, we treat in pesto as a dressing. So you fold it, and the good thing when I do this in my restaurants, when we don't use the pan, we do it like that, it's much easier because once the chef puts everything in a bowl, then the only thing he has to do, take the pasta, you don't have frying pan involved, you don't have any heat, so he can actually do the mixing anywhere he wants in the kitchen. But by doing that, you really keep the freshness of the pesto and the color all together. So you just pick it up, you put it there. The other thing, guys, remember, don't put too much pesto sauce when you do a plate of pasta, because you just need to gently coat the linguine, no more than that. The more pesto you're going to put, and it's going to be too powerful. Then at that point, you're just going to put a little bit of black pepper, that goes on top. Chili oil in your case, if you fancy.
Excellent.
And then pecorino, there you go. Now, if you don't want to put it in the middle, you can put it just before it, or you can do this at the table. You get your people with a piece of cheese. Do me a favor, whenever you get your waiter to go to the table, don't tell them to go with a naked hand on top of the cheese. The way we do it, we always put foil on the bottom of the cheese before it goes in there. Just put it like that, you do in front of the customer. And there you have it. This is how we make linguine al pesto.
Thank you, Gino.
Simple as that. Now, the secret for this dish, there's only one. To make sure you have a good quality pesto. Because think about it. We're using pesto, we use a bit of pasta and chickpea. Now, get a good chickpea, get a good quality pesto and a good pasta. And that's how you do it. That's when people, they say to me, how do you make the standard in your restaurant? You know what? I use good quality stuff. The better quality you use less ingredients, and it looks good, it smells good, and the customer are always happy. So I know we are a little bit, and everybody's thinking, you know, the restaurants are not busy, people don't have the money, I hear a lot of negative things in the restaurant business. But, you know, we need to keep positive. Keep cooking, keep using the right ingredient, innovate your menus, everything is going to be alright. And then when we got a company like Booker, who actually backs us up, that they have great ingredients, they have good prices, the service is great, it's easy. Running a restaurant is easy if you use the right ingredient, trust me. Yeah? For 58 restaurants. So I should know, 58, and they're all going strong. Use the right ingredients and you'll be alright. Trust me. Sorry? We do not mention Jamie Oliver in this meeting. Alright? He's a friend of mine, there is no need for that. Okay, I wouldn't be able for anyone to try for health and safety reason. Really, because they don't trust me. So I'm going to put this one here. Alright? Okay. Now let me show you one using the frying pan. What I'm going to use is pasta. Where are the penne? There. Oh, thank you, chef. Now salt again. We do the same. Any question? Put a little bit of salt.
Hang on, Gino, there's a question back here.
Go on. Put the pasta. Now, can we put the heat underneath? Chef? Can we put the heat underneath? Oh, all right, thank you. Yes.
Hi Gino. In your 58 restaurants, do you use buffet ingredients in your top class ingredients?
Sorry, man?
Do you use buffet ingredients in your 58 restaurants? All of them?
Yeah, what? Not all the
Majority.
No, not all the ingredients, but you know, Hookers is great to have all the things that you need to have in the kitchen. They're reliable, that's why I like them. They're reliable. And they give me a discount as well. Yeah. Huh? Come on, everybody. Look what they're putting on for everybody. Yes. You don't get a discount. That's it, there is a model here with a hat on. She's not getting a discount. Where is the boss of Booker? Where is he? She wants a discount. Okay, wooden spoon. As you can see, thank you, chef. I usually cook with another 10-15 chefs around me. So please forgive, sorry guys, sorry. Now, penne there, the same concept. No oil, we put the salt, we cook the pasta. Now in here I'm going to use one of the ingredients. Have you ever heard ondusha?
Yes.
You don't know that. Now this is a paste that is done in Calabria, in the south of Italy. It's got 12 different kinds of chilies, okay? And it's got pork. Now what's happening is what you would put into a sausage. It's a paste that you can eat it on a bruschetta, you just spread it and eat it like that because all the salt and all the chili is cured the meat, so you can actually eat it like that, or you can use it in a sauce, right? So I usually what I do, the one within the restaurant, we put a little bit of ondusha there. We put a little bit of oil. Don't panic because if it burns, I'll tell them it's caramelized. Don't believe me. It's fine. Okay, so we put it there. Now, soon after the ondusha, one thing I'm going to use is pesto. I'm using red pesto. The only difference between the red pesto and the green pesto is that the red one is made with sun-dried tomatoes. So that goes there. I'm going to mix it. Alright, so mix everything together. This. Then I'm going to use a little bit of artichoke. So this is like when you make an arrabbiata. Okay? The same concept. I've got a little bit of artichokes. The way I do it here, I'll get the one that we make. Okay? Get the artichoke in char grilled one. I like to cut them in half. And it goes straight onto the penne. So this is actually what we're doing. We're making an arrabbiata sauce, but without using any tomato. We're using red pesto, which is a sun-dried tomato paste. And I'll show you very easy, so your chefs, they can actually do it on order. Whenever the order comes, 1 tablespoon of ondusha, 1 tablespoon of red pesto, a few artichokes, the job is done.
And what is called?
Sorry?
What is called?
Penne all'arrabbiata.
Arrabbiata.
Arrabbiata. So if I instead of using the boring tomato sauce with the chili, we do it in a different way. Chef, that's the only one here. How are we going to drain this pasta? We're going to drain? Oh, lovely. Any question by the time that the pasta cooks? It will take a good 8 minutes, so please come up with question. Yes, madam?
What's your name?
Do you actually cook every day in a restaurant?
Anyway, any more questions? Feedback? How can I cook in the restaurants every day? Impossible.
You are here now.
I'm here now. I was on holiday for 3 months. You know, if anyone believes that you actually physically can cook in every restaurant that you have, it would be impossible for me to do. My job now is to train all the chefs. I go to visit the restaurant all the time. Tonight, for example, I finish, I go to the Camden restaurant, then I go to the one I got in Haddon Street, then I go to the other one I got in Fleet Street. So I go all around the country all the time to train the chef. Physically, it will be impossible for me to be everywhere. Plus, there is a huge distraction when I get in the kitchen. Because I get in the kitchen, and you guys are very polite and you're very nice, but you know, sometimes the customers, they come, they want to get a selfie, they ask you a question, so I would be like, it would be impossible, so it's a big distraction for my other chefs. But I do all the menus, I do all the development, and I do what I think is the most important thing, buying the right ingredients. That is the most important thing. You know, instead of spending loads of time or come up with an idea, or instead of spending time or cooking, buy the right ingredients, you cook less. See, instead of doing the tomato sauce with the chili, the onion, I've done it in a minute. You cook less and you give a different experience to the customer, and that's how I get involved. Well, the answer is no, by the way.
Long no.
No. It would be impossible. I'd be lying to you, which I don't want to do that. I'd be lying to you to say if I cook in my house. Oh, hands-on, big time. Hands-on, big time. I go to Italy, all these ingredients, they've been chosen by me. I go to the factories, I go to the farmer, I pick, I try, no, I don't like this, I don't like that, I like that. So to make sure, I've got a company called Bontà Italia. You guys probably buy my product, like the pesto, the chickpeas, all the other beans. And I'll make sure that the ingredients you get are always spot on. That's what my job is.
Gino, that's why we got lots of respect for you.
Sorry?
That's why we've got lots of respect for you.
Oh,
You're
thank
working
you.
with hands-on.
Thank
We love you.
Thank you. I love you too.
Love you.
I love you too. Can we drain this, chef? Yeah. Thank you. Now, one thing before you drain, like we did with the linguine, I put a little bit of cooking water in there. Sorry?
We didn't repeat what we said.
Go on.
I've been upstairs for 2 hours drinking gin, and now they came down for you.
Oh. Thank you.
You're welcome, Gino.
Thank you. So we go now, the pasta, the same concept. You get the pasta, it goes straight into the pan. The pan goes onto the heat, is this high? And the only thing that your chef has to do is mix the two together, and the job is done. This is how I make arrabbiata in my restaurant, by the way. I don't do anymore with the sauce and everything, because I wanted the chef to do it then and there. Chef, can I have, sorry, a bit of fresh basil, please? Couple of leaves of fresh, yeah. Couple of leaves of fresh basil. Don't put any salt and pepper. Remember, you got the spicy of the ndusha and you got the saltiness of the red pesto. So there is no need whatsoever to put salt and pepper, yeah? You just mix it up. Actually, somebody, farm food, should supposed to give me some mushrooms.
Yeah, there it is, yeah.
Where are they? What, underneath there?
They took them off and whipped them away. I couldn't know. I can't help
Oh, see, I would have fried some mushrooms as well. It's okay, you got your plug anyway. Farm fresh.
Special camera.
That's it. No, I would have fried that with the ndusha.
They whipped them off me.
Ah,
We thought they'd help
yeah,
health
yeah.
and safety again.
I think they can. You can put mushroom if you want to be arrabbiata. Now, see again, one of the other things I don't know if you realize, in Italian cooking, real Italian cooking, we don't put a lot of sauce with the pasta. We just gently coat the pasta with the sauce, and the job is done. Like that. Touch of oil. No need for black pepper because you already got the spicy. A bit of fresh basil right on top, so nice and fresh before you serve it to the customer. Make sure that the artichoke, you always put them that the customer can see them because they're quite expensive, so make the best out of it. Okay, so this is how we make penne arrabbiata. Simple as that. So 2 dishes that you can do with 2 tubs, as far as you get the right ingredients, and anyone can do them. Seriously, anyone can do them. Any question before I go? Everybody starts to queue already over there. Now remember, as soon as I finish here, book has 100 book that I'm going to sign on the last stand in this store. They're free. So you come there, I'll sign them for you, but the first 100 they get served.
What's your name? Bradley. What's your question? What's your favourite alcoholic drink while you're cooking?
Guinness. I love a pint of Guinness. There you go. Guys, I see you at the book signing. The first 100, they get a free book sign, and I see you very good. Thank you.